Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are looking for a champion list for your Paragon Gauntlet, I've got it covered for you because this time around all the bosses are a bit different to deal with. So my team is going to be a Bishop, a Spidey 2099, and also America Chavez. Now usually I would do this with a 5-star, but I did not have these champions ranked up, so I am doing with 7-star rank 2, or you can also translate that to a 6-star rank 6 or a 6-star rank 5. So if you have those rarities you can also bring them, but it remains the same. Now this first fight is against Mantis. The difficult part here that she is going to go unblockable after a cooldown. If you are near the defender when the cooldown is up, Mantis gets an unblockable. If you are away from the defender, you get an unblockable. And she also has power focus 1, so if you have done a lot of alliance war, you are very familiar with that node. Usually it's on lane 9 with hazard shift, but it's a very similar node here. So all you have to do is to make sure that you have 4 hit combos and block, and push Mantis to throw a heavy attack. When she throws a heavy attack, you go back in and you attack her and try to push her to an SP2. The more she throws SP2, the better. You can also if by mistake she triggers an SP1, just time your specials with the sleep timer and you should be good. I try to just use my specials whenever possible to keep the protection down so I can take her out comfortably in the end. Now this next fight is going to be against a Magneto. Now first things first, I would suggest use a buff immune champion because that will help you not gain any buffs, and if you don't gain any buffs, Magneto does not get any cleanse. Also, do not let him throw a heavy attack that I did that gave him cleanse buffs on him. Now it's difficult for me to fight it, but luckily I had an SP1 and threw that out and the cleanser removed. Also, whenever Magneto is gonna throw a special attack, I have to use a heavy attack because of the cross counter node. If I don't, I'm gonna take 30% of my HP as damage. So you will notice there will be a lot of heavies here, and because I'm not worried about any kind of buffs, I am going to easily just corner him and throw my SP2s. You can use other champions as well. I would suggest to bring like a nullify immune or a buff immune champion because that is also going to help you against Isophene. The way I am doing this is I'm going to use Bishop for your Mantis and Thing, and I'm going to use Spidey 2099 for your Magneto and also Isophene in the end, and I am going to use America Chavez for that very nasty Maestro and also Hulkbuster. So just right here, slowly taking him down. Just a big SP2 here that's gonna do quite a bit of damage, and he's down to 6%. Now I will throw a heavy attack. I'm gonna evade that and then throw my heavy attack to remove the cross counter. Remember, there's also bubble shield, so after every 10 hits the 11 will be unblockable, so keep an eye out on that. Moving on to your choice node, you have to skip it. Once you do skip that, then you have an unduped Thing. Now for the Thing fight, he is going to have healthy disposition, so he's going to start with stun immunity, then he's going to slow immunity, then into heal block immunity. What we need to do is to bring a champion that has some kind of prowess because of special connoisseur, and then let Thing bait special attacks, because the only way we are going to gain power is whenever the defender will use a special attack. Once I have that, I will wait for the stun immune phase and healthy disposition just like that. And now I'm going to try to do a few parries all together so I can get all of those I can get a lot of those prowesses on me and then throw my special attack. So I've got only 7 of them right now, so I'm trying to build up to at least 25-30 so I can do some big damage, but it's taking a bit of time because you need the stun immunity to help you. But anyway, I threw it out here. I think I had 15 prowesses and 1 SP3, and because Thing is not duped, the protection does not come into play, and look at that. He is down to 44%. If I threw that SP3 with around 30 prowesses, that would have been just one SP3 and he would have been dead. But because we got cornered, we just threw our SP3 to make some space. Now throwing an SP1 with 21 prowesses, so look at that damage. So yeah, you can do an alternate of SP1, SP2 or with an SP3 also. Just don't get cornered like me. Now I know I had to throw a special attack here, for some reason I am just trying to bait the SP1 out so the rock stacks are not there. So just there. Now I can safely throw my special. All I need is 3 or 4 prowesses. I have 3 of them, now 10, and 1 SPD should be enough to take him out. Now originally when I did this fight, I did it much cleaner, but this was like a messy version of it, but you get the gist. You build up your prowesses and then you throw a special attack, use the healthy disposition stun immune phase to build up your prowesses, and you're good to go. Next up is going to be a Hulkbuster. He is going to be armor break immune and also nullify immune. So he's very annoying because he's going to have all of those armor ups and he's also going to root you on your specials. So you have to keep an eye on that. I am bringing in America Chavez because I'm going to use her for the next Maestro fight as well. So these armor ups will help me do more damage. So all I'm trying to do is to get my rotation going and build that damage to take Hulkbuster out. Now if you try to use any other champion that is an armor breaker or that depends on ability accuracy, that is going to be a hard fight because of the more armor ups there are going to be on Hulkbuster, the more your ability accuracy will be reduced. So just be careful about that. I've given you a few more options that you can use. So I am just going in for America Chavez. Just build up 2 SP2 rotations and that is enough to take out Hulkbuster. Down to 12%. I'm healing back up as well because I'm running willpower. Just keeping Hulkbuster to SP1 is important, but remember he also gains power with the node. So America Chavez also controls the power with the negative zone. So America Chavez is a really good option for this fight if you have her. Bring her along and there you go, just like that, Hulkbuster is down. Just use the last special in the block, but yeah, Chavez works really well. Now before Isophene, we are going to have a Maestro. Now this is a very fun fight. You have to wait out for him to get that glancing buff on him, and once he has that, for every hit you glance you get a prowess on you, and that really helps you out do some big damage. I'm using the America Chavez here. I'm waiting for the glancing buff, and there's also persistent pressure, so he goes unblockable, unstoppable after a cooldown, but the more prowesses you have, the duration of the unstoppable is reduced. So I am trying to build up like 10 or 11 or 12 of those prowesses, and with 1 SP2, boom, he's dead. And finally, we have Isophene. Now, Isophene is all about throwing specials, binting tempo, and gaining a lot of power. You disrupt that, you are disrupting Isophene's playstyle. So you can either bring in Nullify Immune champions or you can bring in Buff Immune champions, because no buffs means that her power gain is not being feeded. She throws a heavy, she gains an armor, she gains a power gain, and also there's a protection node here, so you will have to punish the heavy to remove those protection. But other than that, pretty straightforward fight. Just SP1, SP2 both are evadable, so just be careful about those. SP3 is devastating, so stay away from that. I'm using a Spidey 99, and with that wither she is not gaining any kind of power, so piece of cake. So I was able to take down. Again, I have used 7-star and 6-star ascended champions. You can use the same champions and ascended versions and you will be good. See you on the next one. Bye.